Wake up!
Get up
You get out of bed this instant.
and turn it on. Glenn, Angel, and the Flying Dutchman. The Big Show on Kiss 92.
Bernard Lim, stop playing with your phone.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome to the Big Show and the Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is the one and only Bernard Lim from
everyone.
Dementia Singapore.
Oh my goodness.
Good morning to you. I forgot that there is a TV element.
Exactly.
Here now.
Yes.
I'm just
You
checking
felt like
out-
you were in school, right? It's like-
checking out the WhatsApp message.
It's okay, he's only playing a game. So I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Of course, Bernard is the Director for Advocacy and Comms at Dementia Singapore. Welcome to the show, Bernard Lim.
Good morning, everyone. Nice to see all of you again. Been a while.
It's good to hear your
Yes.
voice on radio again.
Thank you.
It's been a while.
Been a
Yeah.
while for these two, lah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then,
you catch
we
up with
play
him
back.
all
Because
the
you
time.
hang out with him all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how have you been since we haven't seen you since yesterday?
Yes.
Well, I have been good. I mean, like I said, we were just talking just now off air that how life has also kind of taken a slight little change for me in the sense that I do live my life a little bit more, so to speak. And not saying that there's no stress for work, but obviously it's a different kind of stress, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's still a little bit of that radio in my blood somewhere, somehow that I do kind of miss coming on radio.
Yeah. Bernard used to be our boss not too
Yes.
long ago, and then of
Yes.
course he left us, and well, I shouldn't put it that way. Okay, I mean he moved on, because he wanted to be
Doing more
he wanted to be
purposeful
blessed
work.
even more.
Purposeful work.
Yes, correct. But I mean, a great friend, of course, of SPH Media, and now you're back, and we're going to be working together again.
Oh yes, we just worked on a deal that will be partnering. Dementia Singapore will be partnering with SPH Media. So as you know, Dementia Singapore is a social service agency. We actually reach out and look out for the dementia community here. And as part of our outreach, we have also worked out a deal that we have this CARA app, by the way, CARA. This is an app for us to build a dementia community in Singapore. And we're driving membership right now. We're about 8,000, close to 9,000 members.
Okay.
So going on from now, if you sign on, if you're officially a successful new member of CARA, which is free, by the way, you get to choose one of the 4 dailies for the SPH Media.
On the App Store.
Oh, that's
Alright,
all
so
right.
this is
Okay.
Everybody
Digital.
download it now. You're
Yeah.
listening
Okay.
to Bernard.
So you go on the App Store right now, look up for CARA, CARA. So this is an app that anybody can join, a person living with dementia, you may be a caregiver, or it can be anyone like all of us members of public. Now,
Right.
the purpose of this app is to create a dementia community so that we also help very much to advocate information about dementia, because it's linked to our other very important portal of information called Dementia Hub. All the information in there for dementia, and also a community will help to locate and find a missing person living with dementia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they often wander off.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so you actually are able to tap on this network of 8,000 plus members, and in fact, we also tap onto one service which has a larger base of members as well. So usually when people are missing, that's the biggest trauma to any caregiver.
Yep.
Is to actually quickly go and update in the app, and we'll start looking.
And
for
you said you work with one service as well?
one of our partners.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, okay. Because I have to credit where credit is due. I take trains a lot, and I'm beginning to see more and more signs at the train stations
Yeah.
that say this is a dementia
friendly
zone or
yes,
something.
yeah.
Where they'll whoever needs help or whoever is looking for someone.
Yeah.
At least the staff there are kind of trained
Yes,
minimally to know what to do.
Good
Yeah.
that you noticed this, Angel.
Yes.
In fact, we've also put up a lot of murals working with LTA and SBS bus services. We have also put on a lot of murals, like sometimes in the MRT train stations or in the bus interchange, you see like a mural of Uncle Kueh or
Yeah.
something
Yes,
like that.
exactly. I've seen that.
It's
Chua
good
Chu Kang's hub has
identification
this.
for
Yeah.
identification for those
for
with
them,
dementia.
So
Yeah.
this is really to make it easier for a person living with dementia to locate their flat or locate their particular bus interchange, etc., for them to recall where they are.
Yeah. It's CARA SG, by the way, if you're
Yeah.
looking for
Yeah,
it on the
okay.
App Store, okay? Because there's another CARA. So you go with CARA SG and download it. I've done it already.
It's free of charge. It's absolutely free. It's just scan the QR code and then you're on.
Yeah, and remember Bernard said you get a 1-year subscription of one of our 4 dailies.
Right.
So that's handy
That's
as well.
nice.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
brilliant.
It is.
Digital.
Digital
Yeah.
version.
Yeah, that's
Brilliant.
good enough. Yeah, that's
Very
great.
good.
I
Very,
mean, it's
very
all
good.
part of our process to also encourage people living with dementia to continue to read
Of
and to
course.
know what's going on around the world, to
Yeah.
be, like cognitively stimulated and all that.
Keep
right?
the mind busy, right?
Yes, yes.
So as you said, you sign up for CARA, and then you get the digital subscription.
Yes.
This for the Straits Times.
Oh,
Straits Times,
there's-
Taupau,
yeah.
Berita Harian,
For how
Tamil
long?
Merasu, for a year.
A year.
That's
That
quite a
is
long
so
time.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Do it right now. Sign up for CARA. Okay, download it and sign up. Okay, let's continue to talk to Bernard on The Big Show TV. Sia is next. Give Me Love on Kiss 92.
You don't wanna dance with me.
Sign up now.
So
Wow,
let's
looks like
talk
I've got
a
year's
little
free
bit.
subscription.
Yeah, you're not signing up for the subscription.
No,
Okay,
of
you
course
also
not.
tell us a little bit more about what the app does. Say for someone living with dementia, and for someone who's caregiving for someone living with dementia.
Okay, the first purpose of the app, obviously, like you said, we want to build a community, right? So we're about 8,000, close to 9,000 members right now. We want to grow this. So we also kind of populate with a lot of information about dementia, because dementia is truly one of the conditions that many of us don't really understand. I mean, personally, I don't really understand till I joined this particular
But more and
industry,
more
right?
people are coming down with dementia.
Well,
some really young ones.
yes,
also. There was
yes,
one
yes.
around my age,
Early onset,
50,
yeah.
53, 53.
Actually, one of the youngest clients that we're
30s?
serving and looking after right now is in the late 30s.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's called young onset dementia.
Mm.
Is affecting more and more younger people right now. Nobody really knows
Why?
what does it cause. In fact, dementia is almost like an invisible condition that you don't know that you are having it. So typically, dementia occurs with somebody who is 65 and above. Typically. And
FD, are you okay?
I'm
He can't
listening.
even remember where he is now.
No, I'm listening because
He's
for me,
already
this is
everybody.
a very serious topic.
It is,
Yeah,
of course.
It's just that I'm lucky because my brain is stimulated
Every day.
every single day.
Yeah.
So that helps.
No, that's important because like what FD is here every morning, so the mind is absolutely stimulated, cognitively challenged, especially with the two of you throwing curveballs at him all
Correct.
the time,
Forever.
right?
Oh,
that's
so
why-
we got to do it more then.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
Hey,
We're
guys.
helping
Hey,
you.
hey.
This is why I
Hey,
You do what you do.
irritate him
this
on a
is
daily
not
basis.
but it's not giving you a license.
At least you have an excuse now. Yeah, you've got a reason.
Damn it.
No, because I usually use this illustration of my personal mom. My mom is late 80s. She reads the Straits Times cover to cover every day, every morning. Literally, so she knows that there's something happening in Ang Mo Kio and Toa Payoh, etc., etc. So she gets herself really cognitively challenged every day.
And maybe this morning she's also watching and listening to us. Good morning, Auntie.
Morning.
So it sounds like your mom is still very able-bodied, able to hold the newspapers, which my
Yeah.
dad used to love to do,
Right.
but is unable to now because
Right.
he had 4 TIAs, which are miniature strokes, and he's bedridden. So even holding his phone is quite challenging.
Right.
And then after a while, you get quite demoralized because you get lazy. You get
Yeah.
like, why should I do
Yeah.
this? And then your mind obviously is not working as much as it should. So I think he might have some dementia. I'm not sure. He hasn't been diagnosed. But how would you recommend keeping I know you're not medically able to diagnose him, but how would you recommend keeping someone like that busy? You know?
I think obviously, the first advice is that to get the person medically diagnosed. You can walk into any polyclinic, etc., etc. Tan Tock Seng Hospital to do that as well. So after that, you hopefully try to ask them to refer you. So we run 6 daycare centers in Singapore,
Okay.
under the different brands of Family of Wisdom, New Horizon Centers, and Dementia Social Club. So that's what we do. But we look after these clients, so to speak, in the day. So almost like from 7:30 in the morning to 6 p.m. at night. Right.
Okay.
We don't take care of them at night.
Yeah.
So at weekends we're not open.
But for most families, that's a lot
That's
of help.
a lot,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So
You
we
know,
do
while
that.
they go to work.
Yeah. So we do that. So I think obviously that's an arrangement that we will help to facilitate, to encourage, because we don't encourage people to leave their persons living with dementia at home. We'd rather they come to daycare centers, so there's some interaction, engagements. We do games, we do etc. etc. Clap hands, sing songs, etc. And just to get the person to be socially engaged. So that kind of slows down the degeneration process for any person, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, the other way to listen to radio.
Of course, yeah, that is a good
Yeah.
stimulating way.
That helps, right?
It does.
It would. It
Yeah,
would.
because even if you're not listening, it's subliminally it's still going into your head, so your brain is still
Yeah,
working.
it's still working.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
So for people who are, just think, everyone has heard of dementia. They've also heard of things like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, and is it all connected?
Well, dementia is a condition. It's a general term.
Okay.
But there are many different types of dementia. And
Alzheimer's is underneath.
is one of the biggest causes. About
Okay.
60-70%
Okay.
of cases are caused by Alzheimer. And then obviously there's also vascular dementia. Vascular dementia are caused by stroke after a bulk of a stroke, a few stroke attacks. So there's a likelier cause of you getting vascular.
That's what
It
you're
could
talking
be.
about,
It
right?
could be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could be.
it could be.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
many people live with dementia in Singapore now?
Okay,
What
the
are the numbers?
official number that we have is 100,000
Okay.
in Singapore, and we also believe fairly strongly that the number will climb up to about 150,000 quite soon.
Why is that? Because of the aging
aging
population, or
population.
Singapore is the aging population, and there's statistics done by the Straits Times about 1 in 4 Singaporeans will be above 65 in 2030. So that kind of shows that we're truly an aging population. So we need to make plans and be aware about the condition.
What
of
is this? 1 in 4, man. 1 in 4 people will get cancer. 1 in 4 people will live will be above
Well,
65. It's
Just live your best life, enjoy yourself, stimulate your mind, and hope for the best.
yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
Correct.
busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's about keeping busy. It's about staying engaged.
Yeah, and of course, one of the few good things that we suggest is that to live your life healthily, so to speak. Go for walks, go for runs, go for jogs, whatever you're capable of doing
Yeah.
at a certain age.
Who knows, lah, right?
Yeah.
You can live the healthiest life and still be
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
struck by
Yeah.
something.
Something, yeah.
You know what I mean? A condition or whatever.
Yeah.
So I say, enjoy yourself. Have a few mezcals a day.
we've
Have a cigar once in a while.
We've seen people do that. Drink
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Smoke cigarettes, this
Yeah.
and that, and live to the 105.
Correct. Yeah.
Then
not
you
saying,
get the healthy
we're
ones.
not encouraging smoking.
Yeah. No,
here,
we're
not.
just to
No,
let you know.
no.
But what we're saying is,
We've
live,
seen that, yeah.
live your life well and enjoy
Yeah,
yourself.
and importantly, always remember to appreciate the person next to you.
Of course.
That's really important.
But if you have no
Yeah.
one next to you,
Glenn, stop it, Glenn.
Glenn, you're always like this. No?
We hope that
Can you hire
everyone
someone?
has. Well, that's why people have caregivers, but not the kind of hire you're talking about.
At Dementia Singapore, you guys don't diagnose.
we don't diagnose. We're not a medical
Right.
facility.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let's go for traffic.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the PIE towards the airport, right after the Bukit Timah Road exit, look out for a vehicle that's broken down. Also on the AYE towards Tuas before Benoi Road's exit, a vehicle's having a little bit of trouble there as well. Wherever you are, if you spot anything, it's 885550
Good morning, Singapore, and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We were just, having a very hearty chat with the Director for Comms and Advocacy, or Advocacy and Comms. Which one you want?
Advocacy and
and
Communications, yeah.
Okay, Advocacy and Communications at Dementia Singapore. It's Mr. Bernard Lim, our guest for today.
So what exactly does the Director of Advocacy and Communications do at Dementia Singapore?
Obviously, for advocacy and communications, not just me, my team as well, we go out and try to obviously share the word of dementia as best as we can. And obviously, we go out to do talks in offices. Lunchtime talks are very popular. And we talk at community centers and things like that. So we just constantly share information about dementia. And to be fair, for a while we've been doing all that, but now we feel that there's also a greater need for us to reach out to to employers and colleagues as well, because somebody once told me that, do you think a person living with dementia needs sympathy? I said, yeah. Then he said, actually not quite. They need empathy.
Empathy and
I think
compassion,
empathy
yeah.
is far more important than where sympathy. I mean, their loved ones are there, the caregivers are there, but empathy. I mean, understanding the situation when the caregiver is in, when the person living with dementia is suddenly throwing tantrum. So it's something that we need to understand. The society needs to understand. I mean,
How about
dementia.
sympathy? Which is sympathy and empathy.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Oh, okay.
He's coming out with new words now.
So we are trying. Our key mission is to build a dementia-inclusive society here in Singapore as best as we can.
So what can we do as the public? You know?
Help us to educate people, get more knowledge about dementia, the condition.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why things like your CARA app is important. You can read about all the dementia matters in the Dementia Hub linked within the CARA app.
I was about to say, so download it right now, okay, on the App Store, CARA SG.
It's
And
not
then
just for those living with dementia
Yeah.
or carrying.
For
you
anybody.
You can read through this,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what Bernard is saying.
Information.
And you get a year's free subscription from SPH Media.
Yeah, there's a
Zao-
digital
Zao
Zao Pao,
Pao,
Berita
Straits
Harian,
Times, Berita
singing.
Tamil, Marasu as
For a
well.
whole year, you know.
Yeah.
That's not
really
bad.
good.
Sign up now.
So quickly sign up now.
Carry on, carry on.
Thank you.
Okay, so speaking of spreading the word, we're going to talk about this very special event that's coming up on the 14th of September. This is in one of the biggest and most well-known community hubs, our Tampines hub.
Yeah.
Why don't you introduce what's happening on the
Wait.
14th of September?
First, I want to say last year it was huge.
Huge, yeah.
Last year it was Michael Learns to
Michael
Rock
Learns
that
to Rock.
Dementia
Yeah.
Singapore invited.
Yes.
You know, for their, is this going to be a yearly thing, Bernard?
Oh, well, we hope. It's a challenge putting it together, but we hope.
What's
This
the
is second-
official name of the concert? Like, is it a Dementia Singapore presents so and so?
Well, Dementia Singapore presents, and obviously one of the bigger reasons that we are opting to go to our Tampines hub. I mean, apart from the fact that they are very nice partners, but we've also have this theme of going back to the heartlands. You know, we think that Dementia Singapore should go back to the heartlands and talk to the people of the streets, the auntie, the uncle, ape, akong, ama, and the bibi and the papa, all those people in the community. And we really want to go out to the community. And of course, our Tampines hub, or in short OTH, is a huge space. So last year we did Michael Learns to Rock there. Very successful, about 5,000-6,000 people there watching our Danish bands playing. It was a full-on sellout show. And this year, the 14th of September, we're bringing into Singapore for this particular one night only Grammy Award winner, Richard Marx.
Oh, wow. Well done.
Nice.
Oceans
You
apart.
know, that's one of the
Day
first
after
songs that I learned how to do on the
day.
piano.
Really?
The piano intro, yeah.
My.
I think all of us have our different experiences
With
with
Richard
Richard
Marx,
Marx.
yeah.
You know?
Yes,
I
we
mean,
do.
it's like it's truly a well-known artist in Singapore.
Reminds me of my first girlfriend.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, always fighting with her all, and then in the end,
You were right here
I'll
waiting.
be dedicating this song to her. Yes, right here waiting under her block.
So get your tickets now, please, as quickly as you can.
How? Where?
It's
Yeah,
at
where to get
Cystic.
Cystic?
Tickets available at Cystic. All right. So these are all the proceeds go to Dementia Singapore after we pay off the costs and all that.
Of
so
course,
this
yeah.
is our fundraising and advocacy concert for Dementia Singapore.
Yeah, book now, okay? Because in terms of seating capacity, you're talking about our Tampines hub. It's not, it's not like the National Stadium or anything like that. So tickets are going to go really fast.
I think so.
Okay. We're with Bernard Lim, the Director of Advocacy and Comms at Dementia Singapore. We'll continue to talk to Bernard on The Big Show TV. It's 8:19.
Kiss 92 Time Check brought to you by Putian. Calling all.
So the Richard Marx fundraising and advocacy concert happening on the 14th of September. How do you think how will this concert involve the dementia community?
Well,
here?
I mean, it's a fundraising
Yeah.
concert. So in the sense that we also take this opportunity to raise funds in terms of tickets collection, etc., etc. But we also want to use this as the advocacy outreach as well. So imagine a big crowd of people there, sitting there. We'll be talking about dementia. We'll be sharing about clips on the screens of dementia.
Okay.
So, and by the way, September is World Alzheimer's Month.
Oh, great.
So that's
point
also a
on it.
reason why
Okay.
we put it on September.
Right,
Okay.
right,
You know,
right.
so we just want to raise the awareness of dementia in the month of September.
Okay.
And Richard Marx
Don't
himself,
forget the date.
14th of September. All right.
You forgot the date, didn't you?
It was actually like a little bit of a joke.
Oh, dear, sorry.
You mentioned.
Didn't quite get the joke.
Alzheimer's month.
Nobody.
Forget that.
Yes, and everyone's ignoring you, Glenn.
Yes, yes.
Okay. You know, we have worked with Dementia Singapore quite a bit as well, and we've done home visits and things like that. And then there's this one older man I remember, and he was hilarious. He used to play all sorts of instruments. He lives with his wife and his daughter. I think he's in his 80s now. And he turned to us and he goes, "You know, I don't have dementia. I'm just old." And when I'm old, when people are old, they forget things.
Actually, he's right.
You know, so
Yeah.
what? So how can you determine what is dementia and what is old age forgetfulness?
That is a very good point. I mean, like I said, I'm not medically trained to
Yeah.
answer that question, but I
But we
thought-
are all already forgetful.
Yeah,
already.
we're all
Yeah.
forgetting
Exactly,
things.
so-
I think, and that's also a reason why sometimes dementia is, to a large extent, is also a bit of a taboo subject, so to speak. There's still that little bit of a stigma with the society about a person living with dementia. You know, I mean, we don't normally go out and tell our friends, our colleagues that, oh, my so and so has dementia. You know, I mean, somehow it's not something we're comfortable to say it. I mean, sometimes we're a bit more comfortable to say about other like forms of terminal illnesses and all that. So I feel that that's where I think the society needs to also change, in a sense that, yes, as we get older, we will be more forgetful. That's pretty natural, you know, just like me myself and all that. So, but I think dementia has got a range of other traits as well. Apart from forgetfulness, they're like your temporal change, how your behavioral change. I have a top neurosurgeon once told me that his dad, his mom rather, is diagnosed with dementia, and then suddenly at the dinner table gets very withdrawn. With the grandchildren all around, and suddenly gets very withdrawn herself. So these are the different traits that we notice, and temperament change, obviously quite one of the first traits that we will pick up.
That's funny because I don't think my dad's temper has changed at all. But his memory is kind of going, so it may not even be dementia.
It may not
right?
be.
It
It's
may-
old age.
It
Just
could
maybe
just be old age.
Because
yeah.
I've been to quite a few of your events, and the one thing that stands out is how dementia patients relate to music.
Yeah.
It's almost instant.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
How they relate to music.
They love listening to music,
They love listening
yeah.
to music.
Everybody
It's
loves
stim-
listening to music.
It's, no, but it
But it
really
stimulates.
stimulates them.
It stimulates, yeah.
It's incredible how music
When
stimulates
you
them.
have someone who sings familiar favorites from the past, they will get up and
Yes.
dance, they will clap and all. It's fairly natural they will do that.
Are y'all hinting that you want me to go and sing
No.
to all these
Oh,
dementia
no, you're the
patients?
last
They've
person
got
I would
Richard
sing.
Marx.
They've got
I-
Richard
I-
Marx.
I don't think they
you.
need Glenn Ong. Yeah, no,
But, you know, I have my karaoke mic.
no. I think they've got
I
a
can-
professional setup as well.
I can take that mic
Do-
anywhere.
Do you want to sing with Richard Marx?
He'll make it happen. He'll make it happen.
I'll sing with everyone.
But Glenn's
No
like,
problem.
That's interesting.
Oh, speaking of which, you know who's opening for Richard
No,
Marx?
who?
Jive Talking.
Yeah, Jive
right?
oh,
Talking,
nice.
yes.
Okay.
Jive Talking is I mean, many of us are familiar with Jive. We see them all the time in pub setting, but to see them on the big stage, it will be quite an experience.
Nice.
That'll be
nice.
nice. That'll be really nice.
And that's happening on which date again?
Stop it, Glenn.
14th of September. Tickets are
14th.
available right now, so please do us a big favor. Go on the Cystic and book your tickets as soon as you can.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
And don't forget to download the CARA app.
Yeah.
CARA
CARA
SG.
SG.
Download it now and you get a 1 year's free subscription from SPH Media.
Yes,
All right?
absolutely.
Take your pick, which newspaper you want
Yeah.
for 1 year. Okay?
Yeah.
So download it right now. You'll be crazy. I'm using all these terms. I cannot use the word
Cannot,
crazy.
yeah.
Politically
I just want to say
incorrect.
you'll be crazy not to download the CARA SG app right now.
Okay, I'm going to download it now.
Yes.
Okay.
So is it really very sensitive, like where you work at Dementia Singapore? You cannot. Is there a rule?
I mean,
you
there's some
cannot
words
use the word
we don't
crazy.
say. There's
You
some
can't
words
use
we
the
don't
word.
say.
Don't forget.
Yeah, there's some words we don't use. I
Okay.
mean, like especially from comms, right? I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
advocacy and comms of all people. If we use it ourselves, you know, it'd be very insensitive.
That is true.
Yeah. So things that we always refer to our clients as people living with dementia.
Yeah, because it's a condition. It's not a disease.
Exactly. Yeah,
It's a condition.
we're not medically
Yeah.
trained to say
Correct,
you're a
correct.
patient,
Yeah.
right?
But,
So-
but what I mean is that what I'm getting at is sometimes people are extremely sensitive.
Yeah.
And sometimes the more sensitive you are, it just makes everything.
Harder.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but like Glenn was saying, the words. There's certain words that you don't say.
we don't say things like crazy. We don't say words like demented.
Right.
You know, we don't
there are
say
some
that,
people that
you know.
Then the
say-
Aerosmith song "Crazy." That means you can't play that.
You don't play
At
that
work,
at a
you
dementia
can't,
event.
I'm crazy for you.
That's a
cannot
different
also.
song, isn't it? Yeah.
Somebody's auditioning to sing with Richard Marx.
I think he is.
He's
I
just
think he
waiting
is.
for an invitation, you
Yeah.
know, right?
Angelia.
You see? He's just
That's
waiting.
another really good Richard Marx
So
song.
if we
It is.
tell you what, if we sell out Richard Marx, then we'll get Glenn to sing on stage.
If they sell out, and they
Oh.
will. So that's basically.
Oh,
Keep
you're done. You're
September
done.
Hold on to the night.
Stop it.
Hold on to the
So you-
memory.
So the stage is only meant for Richard Marx with
Richard
a
Marx.
professional setup. You'll be on a box somewhere else with your own setup.
outside the stadium. Outside the stadium.
And they'll be using all sorts of words on you.
No, but coming back to Richard Marx, it is actually is an artist that somehow many of us at our age group would relate to as
Yeah,
well.
for
Oh, yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So think about this. It's not just
Speak
buying,
for yourself. What age group are you talking about?
It's not about buying a ticket to see Richard Marx for yourself, but this is also an entire fundraising activity.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is you can always buy the tickets for your parents, buy
It's
tickets
more
for your
important,
colleagues.
yeah.
You know, it's a form of donation to Dementia Singapore. So I think no need to be like you must be a fan,
No.
etc. So you just do this as a gesture to give thanks to somebody.
Yeah, but there's so many Richard Marx fans, and you'll be surprised. The the millennials, the Gen Zs. Sorry, Cheyenne, you're showing me the red card already.
She said, stop talking.
Okay.
Can't keep my hands to myself.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the PIE towards the airport after the Bukit Batok East Avenue 3, after Bukit Batok East Avenue 3, a vehicle's broken down. And on the BKE towards Woodlands at the Woodlands Avenue 3 exit, another vehicle having trouble there. Wherever you are today, stay safe.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We have been speaking to the Director for Advocacy and Communications at Dementia Singapore, Mr. Bernard Lim. And you've actually highlighted many things already this morning. Okay, so to wrap things up, once again, Dementia Singapore is working very closely now with SPH Media. We want you to download the CARA app. Go to CARA SG and download it. This is on the App Store and it's on Google Play and everywhere. And the moment you download it and you sign up, you will get a year's free subscription of your choice for your choice newspaper
From
For-
SPH Media,
From
yeah.
SPH Media for an
Yeah.
entire year.
Yeah. And remember, this app is not just for those living with dementia or caregivers for those living
It's
with
for
dementia.
anybody, right?
It's for everybody,
Everybody,
to be able to learn more and be advocates somewhat
Yeah.
of dementia
To be part of a dementia community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And apart from that,
Apart from that, 14th of September, do us a big favor. Go out and get a ticket to support Dementia Singapore for our advocacy and fundraising concert. We're presenting Richard Marx this time around, the man with Right Here Waiting. Angelia.
hold on to the night.
And remember, you don't have to be, even if you've never heard of Richard Marx or you're not a fan of his music, it's about supporting Dementia Singapore.
Yes.
Yes.
And so that you can continue to do the work that you do.
Thank you very much. That's very important because I think it's about, it's not coming to see a show, but it's helping us and endorsing our efforts to reach out and do as much good work as we can.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Please say hi to Jason, your CEO. Hey, Jason, do you think Jason's watching
Yes.
right now?
He's
Good
bound
morning,
to be.
Jason.
Jason, Shawan, Roger.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Did I mention anymore? Shout out to your
Many,
team.
the rest of the fundraising team, the rest of the advocacy and comms team. Thank you very much for all the hard work.
May I
Amazing.
suggest a Richard Marx karaoke contest before he comes?
Okay.
Not a bad idea, actually.
Okay,
That's not a bad idea.
I'll sign up first.
Of course you will.
Yes.
You're
Okay.
like the only one in line right now.
Thank you very much, Bernard Lim, for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Miss you guys. Thank you. Good to be back.
Good to have you on the show. Coming up next, Jacob Williams, the puppetry director for Bluey's, this show that's coming to Singapore very soon. We'll be speaking to him, and he's going to be talking to us from Australia, actually.
Yeah, actually, the show is already playing. It ends this weekend.
This
So we'll be
weekend.
Oh,
talking
is it?
a little
Yeah.
bit more about what they're doing with their puppetry.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, man,
School
why
holidays.
why are we having him on?
Oh.
Okay, anyway. Pink Pantheress is next. Boy's a Liar on Kiss 92.
Take a look inside your heart. Is there any room for me? I won't have to.
Hi, Jacob. Just give us a second and we'll be on, yeah?
Yeah, thanks for coming in. I'll get in touch with you.
Thank you.
Bluey's big play goes on till the 23rd. This
Yeah.
Sunday, okay?
Oh, big play. It's called Bluey's.
Bluey's
Okay.
big play.
Alrighty.
Hello, Jacob.
Hi, Jacob.
Good morning,
Morning,
Jacob.
how are you all?
Well,
Good,
very
thank
good.
you. Where are you coming to us from?
From Melbourne.
Melbourne.
It
Nice.
looks so cold.
Yeah.
Jacob, apparently it was
We are
Rick.
having,
We're going back on
we're
now.
having
okay.
our coldest morning
hang on,
in
hang
20
on,
years
Jacob.
here.
We're-
Kiss 92, all the great songs in one place. It's Glenn Angel and the Flying Dutchman, and our second guest for this morning. We're so happy to have him live from Melbourne in Australia. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi.
Yes, Jacob Williams is with us, puppetry director, and of course, Bluey's big play is happening here in Singapore right now, but it's about to come to an end.
That's right, because
This
the
weekend,
school
yeah.
holidays are coming to an end as well. It has gone on since the 13th, so just before last weekend, and it goes on till this Sunday. You still have time to catch it at Sands Theatre, Marina Bay Sands. So good morning, Jacob. It's looking a little bit cold where you are.
We are having our coldest morning in 20 years here in
Yeah.
Melbourne, Australia. So I was in Singapore last week, so I may be missing the Singaporean weather.
Yeah, I know. My daughter sent me a message. Like, it was like last night, we went down to like 4 degrees.
Yeah, well, it's currently 2 degrees here.
What?
Oh, it's
In
even
Melbourne,
colder.
it's 2 degrees.
There is ice on my car.
Oh, no.
That is crazy.
Oh, no.
What I wouldn't give to be in Melbourne right now, because the last time I was in Melbourne, it was 45 degrees.
That's crazy.
I went there in summer.
I just got back from India yesterday and it was 46 degrees. So I'm really, really jealous of your 2 degrees right now.
2 degrees. That's crazy.
We're all in jealous states.
Yes, yes. The grass is always greener. So, Jacob, just very quickly, can you share a little bit about what you do as a puppetry director specifically for Bluey's big play, the stage show, and what drew you to this particular project?
Well, what I do is I help teach and train the puppeteers and work through the choreography and essentially get as much out of the puppets that we can, and to really try to make them as real and as true to the original animation of Bluey, which is one of the most beloved children's shows in the world right now.
Now, what has been the most rewarding aspect of bringing Bluey to life on stage for audiences in Singapore?
Well, we have a company in America, the UK, and this company currently in Singapore. We're in Australia. And what I love about it is I was not sure how the Singaporean audiences would relate to Bluey. But I have to say the Singaporean audiences are probably the best audiences so far. They they are absolutely loving the show, and it just goes to prove how relatable Bluey is internationally. And it was a real joy. I was there last week to get the show up and to sort of sit in the audience and see how it relates. And it's absolute pure joy to be sitting in the theatre at the Sands Theatre and watching the show.
You know, you were talking about people in Singapore relating to this character. I mean, these are characters from an animation. How do you get the essence of these characters using puppets? How do you do that?
Well, thankfully we have some very talented puppet makers. So the puppets, though they're life size, they really do look like the characters, and we have the original voices from the animation voicing our characters as well. So because the voices are so iconic, we couldn't put actors in front of audiences and try to pass off the voices. So we had the true voices. We worked with the creators of Bluey as well. Joe Brum, the creator, wrote our script. Joff Bush, the composer, has composed music. So in a way, putting all those pieces together, we've been able to really honour the magic of the animation.
Okay, all right. Let's continue to talk to Jacob Williams, the puppetry director of Bluey's Big Play on the Big Show TV. Join us on Facebook and YouTube, Kiss 92 FM.
Your last chance, okay, this week. I'm going to catch it. Before Sunday,
should be
that's
fun.
for sure.
Yeah,
Anyway, here are the Black Eyed Peas with Hey Mama on Kiss 92.
I mean, Bluey is massive. We were just in Brisbane in April, and we went to North Shore, Brisbane, and we saw under construction Bluey's World, and it looks like it's going to be open from the 7th of November. So if you can't manage to catch Bluey's Big Play here in Singapore up until this Sunday, you can always plan your December school holidays around Brisbane as well, because opening 7th of November, you'll be able to immerse yourself in everything Bluey.
That's right. It's I would say it's a juggernaut like no other, and Bluey's World is going to be pretty magic. And even in the show, kids get to interact with the puppets on stage. There's a lot of audience participation. They may even get to play a game of Keepy Uppy, and so kids who know of Bluey, they will know that game. And Bluey's World is going to be just bring it to another level.
So, Jacob, I just want to ask you, how challenging was it to stage this show? Bluey's Big Play. What were the challenges?
Well, the challenges were, I think, from the questions you asked before. How do we make these puppets seem like the animation? And I think with anything that's so popular as Bluey, there's a lot of expectations, and so there was a lot of pressure to make sure what we delivered was of the quality of the animation of the TV show, so people would come and just get an extension of the experience. And I guess Bluey is 7-minute episodes, so the show is a 48-minute, 50-minute show. So then to try to work a 7-minute format into a 50-minute format live on stage presents some more challenges to make sure that we maintain the audience all the way through. And sometimes young audiences can get a little bit fidgety at the 45-minute mark, but we've got some tricks up our sleeves to make them enjoy the whole experience and not want to leave at the end.
Right.
Is the Big Play based on any of the episodes in Bluey's, or is it completely new?
It's a completely new story. However, you'll see all the familiar characters, and there's a lot of little guest appearances of some favourite little part-time characters from the show on stage as well. So it's really fun to watch the audience recognise those little moments, those almost little Easter eggs throughout the show as well. But what is really exciting is that it's a completely new show, something not seen before.
So, as a completely new show, do you have a favourite part of the show?
Well, there is one little moment where one of those minor characters appears, and instantaneously the audience erupts into almost like a dance fever. It's something that is... It's like a secret society happening amongst 4-year-olds across the world, and it's an international language. It's pretty obvious if you go see the show, you'll know what part I'm talking about. I don't want to give away too many secrets, but I would say that is always my most favourite bit.
Okay, so you have Bingo, Bandit, Chili, Muffin, Socks, Nana, Grandad, Uncle Stripe, Bluey. Who's your favourite character?
Look, I can't go past Bingo, really.
Okay.
Bingo she's the cutest, and particularly in this show, she carries some real heart throughout the performance, and she kind of is a real catalyst for the emotions and the cuteness and the laughs.
Cute. Sounds
and
like
Bandit's pretty funny as well.
Bandit.
Bandit.
Sounds like a fun show. Once again, you can get your tickets at Marina Bay Sands' website, marinabaysands.com. It goes on until this Sunday.
Now, Jacob, you've obviously been into puppetry for a while and worked on other shows and all that. How does working on a show like Bluey's Big Play, the stage show, compare to other puppetry projects you've been involved with in the past?
Well, I think what's great about puppetry, there's so much variety. Like I've played giant apes, dinosaurs, like little finger puppets, and I think what is so amazing about this show, and I've kind of said it already, is that it is so universal. So we travel all around the world, and audiences just have the same reaction. It's like going into a theatre and spending 50 minutes with, dear friends, and just having the best time. So. And it's kind of heartwarming to know that wherever you go, there's this sort of global ambassador that is giving joy to people. And I think in the world at the moment, that's something we really need.
Yeah.
True. Very, very true.
Okay.
So, just finally, Jacob, what message do you hope that audiences, the kids in particular, take away from this?
I think Bluey really plays on the concepts of imaginative play, not just for the kids, but for the adults as well, and really for parents to kind of live in the moment with their kids and to play in the moment with their kids, and just that sense of fun and play in everyday, normal day lives, that we don't need to, go to amazing places, that all the fun is within the home.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Hey Jacob, we're gonna go on the radio one last time, so we'll ask you that same question.
FD?
The last question that FD just asked you, and of course we'll remind everyone that it's also their last chance to catch the play this weekend.
Yeah, once again, it's a theatrical adaptation of the Australian Emmy Award-winning children's television series. It's an original story by Bluey creator Joe Brum. And of course, we do have Jacob Williams, who is an award-winning puppetry director. And he's here to tell us a little bit more about why you should join the Healers for the last few days at Marina Bay Sands.
Yeah. I bet you are Muppet Show fan growing up, like the rest of us.
Absolutely. Indeed. I've actually met the Hensons, and I've been to their studio in New York.
Wow.
Yeah, it's they are certainly responsible for a lot of puppet freaks out there.
Okay, hold on. We're going for a traffic update and then one last bit with you. Yeah.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the PIE heading east towards the airport after Toguan Road's exit, avoid lane 1. An accident has been spotted. Also on the BKE towards the PIE in the opposite direction at the Woodlands Avenue 3 entrance, look out for another situation there. If you spot anything else, 8855
Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our second guest for this morning is coming to us from Melbourne, where it is 2 degrees right now. He's standing outdoors. Jacob Williams, the puppetry director. And of course, we're talking about Bluey's Big Play, the stage show happening right now at the Sands Theatre.
We've talked about the puppetry, we've talked about the show, we've talked about favourite characters. When parents and children go to watch Bluey, the Big Play, the stage show, what's the message you hope they take home with them?
Well, I think the message is to take home just how much imaginative play is a big part of our lives, big part of our family lives as well, and for parents to really engage with that play with their children, and you know, in a big busy world, some of the simple joys are really fantastic and can sustain us.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to head down to Marina Bay Sands, it's your last few days. The Bluey's Big Play is only on until Sunday. It is family friendly. It's for all ages. And remember that after the performance, audience members will be invited to participate in games of Keepy Uppy, where there'll be lots of air-filled balls. So pay attention to that. There are also lots of bubbles. And they tell you on the Marina Bay Sands website that it's made of non-stain solution. So don't worry, your clothes will not be stained. It can get very, very boisterous and unpredictable. So if that sounds like a weekend for you, then get your tickets at Marina Bay Sands.
My God, sounds like my kind of party.
As a child in us all.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jacob, for joining us from out in the cold in Melbourne.
My pleasure. I'm going to go back inside to the heating now.
Okay.
Yes. Have a nice hot cuppa. Thank you so much, Jacob, once
Yes,
again for
okay.
joining us. Thank you very much.
Take it. Bye-bye.
All
Lovely
right.
to talk to you all. Enjoy
Lovely
the
to talk
show.
to you. Thank
Will
you.
do. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Good day.
Bye now.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, we've been speaking to Jacob Williams, puppetry director, of course, and please do catch Bluey's Big Play, the stage show at the Sands Theatre, okay? Don't miss it. Your kids are going to love you for it. Up next, Our City featuring Adam Levine, Locked Away on KISS 92.
If I got locked away and we lost it all today, tell me honestly.